Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video from our channel, Legend Death Data. In this video, we'll be highlighting American celebrities who have passed away today and in the last few days, along with other notable figures from around the world. Before we proceed, we kindly ask you to show your love and support by giving this video a like. It means a lot to us. Thank you. And now, let's begin.
Bobby J. Brown, best known as Officer Bobby Brown on HBO's The Wire, has died at 62. According to family members, Brown entered a barn to jump-start a vehicle when a fire suddenly broke out. He called a relative asking for a fire extinguisher, but by the time help arrived, the barn was already fully engulfed in flames, and his wife suffered severe burns trying to save him. The Maryland medical examiner ruled his death an accident caused by smoke inhalation and thermal injuries. Beyond The Wire, Brown appeared in Law and Order, SVU, We Own This City, and Veep. Before acting, he was a professional boxer, only switching careers after watching Mickey Rourke in Homeboy. His agent remembered him simply. He was totally dedicated to the craft, a joy to work with. He is survived by his wife and children. Elizabeth Sneed, a celebrated style and fashion writer for The Hollywood Reporter, passed away in Delray Beach, Florida, from complications related to Alzheimer's disease. She was 74. Sneed joined THR in 2011, interviewing Hollywood's biggest names, including Kristen Stewart, and covering the trends shaping the entertainment industry. Born in New Jersey, she graduated from Florida Atlantic University and built one of the most remarkable careers in entertainment journalism. In the early 1980s, USA Today hired her as a style and pop culture writer. For nearly 2 decades, she profiled legends like Jane Fonda, George Clooney, Robert Redford, and Barbra Streisand, and covered Sundance, Cannes, and the biggest awards shows in Hollywood. In 2005, she created The Dish Rag for the Los Angeles Times, a celebrity news blog that exploded to 3 million unique visitors a month, becoming the paper's most read blog. She also had a softer side. Sneed routinely brought her poodle, Mina, on assignments. She had found the dog abandoned on a Washington street, dingy gray with chipped nail polish. After one bath, she discovered Mina had snow-white fur. She retired in the mid-2000s, returning to Florida to do what she loved most, showing her Maltese dogs competitively and breeding Napoleon cats, a life lived fully on her own terms. Lauren Chapin, an American actress best known as Kathy Kitten Anderson on the beloved family sitcom Father Knows Best, 1954 to 1960, a role she began at age 9, died in February 2026 at the age of 80. Behind the wholesome TV image, she endured a deeply difficult life marked by childhood trauma, addiction, and personal loss before achieving sobriety and later working as a minister and talent manager, remembered for her resilience and honesty in sharing her story. Robert Carradine has passed away at 71. The actor who defined a generation with Revenge of the Nerds, The Long Riders, and Lizzie McGuire is gone, and Hollywood will never be the same. Born into one of the most iconic acting families in history, Robert was the youngest son of John Carradine and brother to David and Keith. He made his film debut alongside John Wayne at just 18 and never looked back. His career was anything but ordinary. He appeared in Scorsese's Mean Streets, the Oscar-winning Coming Home alongside Jane Fonda and Jon Voight, and 2 films at Cannes in the same year. Some even argued he was the most talented Carradine of them all. But it was 1984's Revenge of the Nerds that made him immortal, playing Louis Skolnick in a role that embedded itself into the hearts of an entire generation. Music off-screen. Robert was a passionate guitarist, a Grand Prix racing driver, and above all else a devoted father and grandfather. His brother Keith said it best. Music. He was profoundly gifted. We will miss him every day. Robert is survived by his children, grandchildren, brothers, and everyone lucky enough to have known him. Kara Braxton was one of the most dominant forwards of her generation, a two-time WNBA champion, an all-star, and a legend who built her legacy the hard way. Selected 7th overall by the Detroit Shock in 2005, she wasted no time making her mark. Back-to-back championships in 2006 and 2008, an all-star appearance in 2007, and a career that spanned nearly a decade and 297 professional games across the WNBA, Poland, and China, where she was named League MVP in 2010. But what made Kara truly remarkable wasn't just the trophies, it was the determination. After everything professional sports had thrown at her, trades, relocations, the grind of competing at the highest level, she went back to the University of Georgia and finished what she started. In 2024, she finally earned her degree. On Sunday, the WNBA lost one of its own. Kara Braxton passed away at the age of 43. The cause of death has not yet been revealed. She was a champion on the court, a champion in life, and her story deserves to be remembered.
Bianca Diaz, a Brazilian content creator with nearly 60,000 followers on Instagram, passed away on February 19th. Known for her modeling and lifestyle content, Diaz had recently documented a trip to London in late 2025. Her last post appeared on December 18th, a simple selfie inside a car in São Paulo. No one knew it would be her last. Friends quickly took to social media to share the news. Close friend Giovanna Borges revealed that Diaz had recently undergone cosmetic surgery and had been recovering at home when her condition suddenly took a turn. She had a pulmonary clot, suffered 2 seizures, and by the time she arrived at the hospital, she was no longer alive. Borges wrote. Fellow creator Patricia Gandon wrote, "I just know that we had beautiful moments and incredible conversations. May God comfort the family. I will remember you with so much affection and pride." Massage therapist Jeff Carlos, another close friend, paid tribute with a simple but powerful message. "Death is nothing at all. Our bond has not been broken." Her family held a wake on the morning of Friday, February 20th, in São Paulo. Eric Dane, the man the world knew as McSteamy, has passed away at 53 after a courageous battle with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. His family confirmed the news, saying he spent his final days surrounded by his devoted wife and his 2 daughters, Billy and Georgia, the center of his world. He fought hard, and along the way, became a passionate advocate for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis awareness, determined to make a difference for others facing the same battle. Eric's life was never easy. He lost his father to a gunshot wound at just 7 years old, moved to Los Angeles with $40 in his pocket, and by his own words, spent years lost in addiction and bad decisions. But then came Grey's Anatomy, and everything changed. Dr. Mark Sloan turned Eric Dane into a global star. Audiences were obsessed, and he owned that role completely. When the show let him go in 2012, he didn't collapse. He reinvented himself, from The Last Ship to Euphoria. He kept pushing boundaries, kept challenging himself, kept proving there was far more to him than McSteamy. He faced his amyotrophic lateral sclerosis diagnosis publicly with strength and honesty, the same way he faced everything in life. Eric Dane is survived by his 2 daughters, and though he's gone, McSteamy will live on forever. Lil Papa, born Janarius Michael Wheeler, has passed away at just 25 years old. The rapper died in Georgia on the morning of Wednesday, February 18th. He was gone too soon. Lil Papa got his big break in 2018 with the independently released single Purple Hearts, which amassed millions of views on YouTube, and from there, he never looked back. Signed to Yoati's collective music group, he built a loyal fan base with tracks like Love and War and Mind Over Matter. His latest album, Almost Normal Again, was released in August of last year, and just days before his passing, he dropped his new song Out of Town Bay on February 13th. He was set to perform in New Orleans the following month. In a 2021 interview, Lil Papa spoke about what his music meant to his fans. "That means a lot," he said. "That makes me realize I got the power to change someone's outlook on a certain situation." His final Instagram post was flooded with tributes from heartbroken fans. One wrote, "My boy, I'm hurt like I knew you for real, and I was just a fan." Lil Papa was 25 years old. His music touched millions, and his voice will not be forgotten. Lucy Wilde was only 25 years old, a British Army medic, a fitness creator, and a soldier described by her own unit as outstanding. On February 5th, she didn't show up for morning duties. When her fellow soldiers went to check on her, they found her unresponsive in her living quarters. She was gone. The Welsh Guards, one of the most respected regiments in the British Army, released a tribute that stopped people in their tracks, recalling a mass casualty incident where Lucy worked relentlessly to save her peers. "Her actions that day were nothing short of outstanding," they wrote, adding that she was rightly commended for her courage and professionalism. But Lucy wasn't just a soldier. She built a following of over 17,000 people on Instagram and TikTok, sharing fitness advice and inspiring others, all while serving her country. Her last post was on February 4th, a video of her puppy Bruno, and the next day, she was gone. Lucy had a rare ability to lift those around her, her regiment wrote. She was popular, genuine, and deeply respected. The British Army has launched a formal investigation into her death. No cause has been confirmed, and no answers yet remain for a young woman who spent her life saving others and whose name the world is only now learning. Billy Steinberg never stood on stage. He never chased the spotlight. But chances are some of the most emotional moments of your life had his words playing in the background. The legendary songwriter died at 74 in Los Angeles, following a battle with cancer, and the music world lost one of its greatest hidden architects. You already know his work, even if you never knew his name. Like a Virgin, Madonna, 6 weeks at #1. True Colors, Cyndi Lauper, #1. Eternal Flame, The Bangles, #1. So Emotional, Whitney Houston, #1. 4 songs, 4 artists, 4 #1s, all written by the same man. His attorney called him an American treasure, a pure soul who gave us the most poetic lyrics that moved millions of people around the world. Cyndi Lauper, whom he helped make iconic, remembered him simply, "He was such a nice guy, very supportive." Steinberg won a Grammy in 1997, was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2011, and wrote for everyone from Tina Turner to Celine Dion to Whitney Houston. He never needed his name on the marquee. The songs were enough, and they always will be. Let's begin. Reverend Jesse Jackson, one of America's greatest civil rights icons and a Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient, has died at the age of 84. The Baptist minister passed away peacefully on Tuesday, February 17th, surrounded by his family. "Our father was a servant leader, not only to our family, but to the oppressed, the voiceless, and the overlooked around the world," his family said. His unwavering belief in justice, equality, and love uplifted millions. Born in Greenville, South Carolina, on October 8, 1941, Jackson stood at the center of defining moments in American history. He marched alongside Martin Luther King Jr. during the Civil Rights Movement and was standing just feet away when King was assassinated in Memphis on April 4, 1968. He ran for the U.S. presidency twice, in 1984 and 1988. In 1999, he personally negotiated the release of 3 American soldiers held captive in Yugoslavia. In 2000, President Bill Clinton awarded him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, praising his keen intellect and loving heart. In his final years, Jackson battled progressive supranuclear palsy, a degenerative brain disease affecting balance, movement, and coordination. He is survived by his wife, Jacqueline, their 5 children, and his grandchildren. A full celebration of life will be announced by the Rainbow Push Coalition. Robert Duvall, one of Hollywood's greatest actors with a career spanning 70 years, has died at the age of 95. His wife, Luciana, announced the news on Monday, February 16th, writing, "Yesterday, we said goodbye to my beloved husband and one of the greatest actors of our time. Bob passed away peacefully at home, surrounded by love. To the world, he was an Academy Award-winning actor and storyteller. To me, he was simply everything." Born in San Diego in 1931, Duvall studied acting alongside Dustin Hoffman, Gene Hackman, and James Caan, and went on to build one of the most legendary careers in cinema history. His big-screen debut came in To Kill a Mockingbird. He went on to deliver iconic performances in The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, and The Great Santini, earning multiple Oscar nominations along the way. In 1984, he won the Academy Award for Best Actor for Tender Mercies. "I want my work to be true," he once said, "pure, not a false note from start to finish." Duvall never retired. His final films included The Pale Blue Eye and Hustle, both in 2022. When asked at 90 what kept him going, he simply said, "I'm always living well." He is survived by his wife, Luciana, whom he married in 2005. A true legend of the screen, gone at 95 but never forgotten. Charlie Meza, a 9-year-old girl who captured the hearts of over 100,000 people on Instagram, passed away on February 14th after a 6-year battle with brain cancer. Her mother, Taylor, broke the news with 2 simple words: "She is free." Charlie was just 3 years old when she was diagnosed with medulloblastoma, an aggressive form of brain cancer that primarily affects children. From that moment on, Taylor documented every step of her daughter's journey on Instagram under the name Cheering for Charlie, turning their family's fight into a story of love, faith, and unbreakable strength. As Charlie's condition worsened in late 2025, doctors told the family that an experimental drug trial, their last hope, was unlikely to work. Hoping to continue to defy all medical expectations, Taylor wrote in November, "Lean on God and not on my own logic and understanding." In January, Charlie was rushed to the hospital as her pain intensified. She spent over 2 weeks under medical supervision before entering home hospice care at the end of the month. "She's been significantly more restful and comfortable," Taylor shared just days before her daughter's passing. A GoFundMe opened by family friends to cover funeral costs raised over $94,000 in just days, a testament to how deeply Charlie touched the world. She was 9 years old and she will never be forgotten. Dana Eden, the acclaimed producer and co-creator of the hit Apple TV Plus series Tehran, has died at the age of 52. She was found in her hotel room in Athens, Greece, on Sunday, February 15th, while actively filming the show's 4th season. Apple TV Plus released a heartfelt statement. "We are deeply saddened by the loss of Dana Eden, an extraordinary producer and creative partner whose passion for storytelling made a lasting impact on audiences around the world. Dana's vision and leadership were instrumental in shaping Tehran into the globally acclaimed series it is today." Authorities have confirmed that an investigation into her death is currently underway. Greek police spokesperson Konstantina Demogou stated that evidence found at the scene appeared to rule out an initial theory about the cause of death. The production company also moved quickly to address public speculation, stating that rumors regarding a criminal or nationalistic-related death are not true and are unfounded. Security footage from the hotel is being reviewed, and hotel staff are being questioned. Eden had chosen Athens as a filming location due to its visual similarities to Tehran, Iran's capital, a creative decision that brought her there in her final days. Over her career, she produced more than 40 film and television projects. Israel's public broadcaster called her among the senior figures in Israel's television industry. She leaves behind a legacy that will shape Israeli television for years to come. Trey Johnson, former NFL offensive lineman for the Washington Commanders, has passed away at 54. His wife Irene announced on February 15th that he died suddenly during a family trip. Johnson leaves behind 4 children: Chloe, EJ, Ez, and Eden. He was known as a devoted father who attended every practice and game. Beyond his athletic career, Johnson loved French bulldogs and biking. He played for Washington and the Cleveland Browns during his NFL tenure. He was known for his durability and strength during his time in Washington. Irene wrote, "He loved the game and prided himself on his tremendous knowledge of it." After retiring from football, Johnson found his passion in education. He worked as a history teacher at Landon School in Bethesda, Maryland, where students and faculty admired him as a mentor. Washington drafted Johnson with the 31st pick in 1994 after his time at Temple University. He played with the team until 2001, spent 1 year in Cleveland, then returned to Washington for his final season in 2002. Johnson appeared in 93 regular season games with 72 starts during his career. "We're saddened to learn of the loss of former Washington All-Pro guard Trey Johnson. Our thoughts are with his family," the Commanders said in a statement. Timothy Barry, drummer for indie band Manchester Orchestra, has passed away at 42. The band announced Barry's passing on Instagram on Saturday, February 14th, sharing a photo of him performing on stage at sunset before a massive crowd. "The entire Manchester Orchestra family has been devastated by the sudden passing of our brother Timothy Barry," the band wrote. They described him as instantly likable, interacting with everyone through kindness and warmth. His infectious laugh made people feel welcomed and encouraged. His humor and energy formed the foundation of the entire Manchester Orchestra universe. He had an undeniable light that was only matched by his dedication and love for the craft he was clearly put on earth to do. The band shared that the only thing Tim loved more than creating music was being with his family. You'd be pressed to find a more joyful dad. Barry joined the Atlanta-based Manchester Orchestra in 2010 after their former drummer departed. His drumming appeared on 3 studio albums: Cope, 2014, A Black Mile to the Surface, 2017, and The Million Masks of God, 2021, plus the 2023 EP The Valley of Vision. Barry called himself a songwriter's drummer in a 2022 podcast appearance. "I'm bringing something that isn't just drums and grooves, but understanding what a song should have to enhance it," he explained. "Leaving your mark on a song and feeling like it's better because I played on it, that's what I'm always hoping to reach." Shelley Desai, the Indian-born character actor known for his recurring roles on Men of a Certain Age and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, has passed away at 90. Desai portrayed Carlos, an employee at the party supply store owned by Ray Romano's character, in 14 episodes of the TNT drama Men of a Certain Age from 2009 to 2011, alongside Andre Braugher and Scott Bakula. He also played the landlord Hang, who rents a hotel room to Charlie and Frank, in 3 episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia from 2005 to 2016. Additionally, he voiced characters in 10 episodes of the Fox Kids show Where on Earth is Carmen Sandiego in 1994. Born in Bombay on December 3, 1935, Desai appeared in Broadway productions including Gandhi, 1970, and A Talent for Murder, 1981. His television credits include memorable appearances on ER, Ugly Betty, NYPD Blue, Friends, Star Trek, The Next Generation, Hill Street Blues, The A-Team, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and History of the World, Part 2. Desai's film career included roles in Brian De Palma's Phantom of the Paradise, 1974, Thelma and Louise, 1991, Toys, 1992, Escape from L.A., 1996, and Here Comes the Boom, 2012. He is survived by his wife Phyllis, his stepdaughters April and Dawn, and his grandchildren Sean, Sophia, and Dylan. Susan Grodd, a respected fine art and entertainment attorney known for defending the rights of creators, passed away on February 8th in Los Angeles. Over several decades, she became a trusted voice for artists, filmmakers, animators, and authors, helping shape fair contracts and protections still used across the industry today. Grodd represented influential clients including Judy Chicago, Matt Groening, Steven Hillenburg, and Laura Numeroff. She also wrote the Visual Artist's Manual, an early and widely respected guide that helped artists understand their rights and navigate the business side of creative careers. Born in New York, she graduated from Cornell University and began her professional life as a painter before transitioning into publishing and later law. After moving to Los Angeles, she attended USC School of Law, graduating as one of only 4 women in her class. Throughout her career, Grodd built a distinguished legal practice supporting creators across fine art and entertainment. She played a key role in securing a permanent museum home for Judy Chicago's landmark installation, The Dinner Party, and advocated for animation creators' creative and financial rights. She later became a partner at Catton Muchin LLP and co-chair of its National Entertainment and Media Department before retiring in 2021. She is survived by her sons, her sister, and 5 grandchildren. James Van Der Beek, best known for his iconic role as Dawson Leary on Dawson's Creek, passed away at age 48. The beloved actor built a lasting connection with audiences through his heartfelt performances on television and film, becoming one of the most recognizable faces of late 1990s teen drama. Born in Connecticut, Van Der Beek began acting on stage while still in high school, appearing in off-Broadway productions before landing his breakthrough role in Dawson's Creek in N. The hit series ran for 6 seasons and made him a household name, starring alongside Katie Holmes, Joshua Jackson, and Michelle Williams. His emotional on-screen moments became widely remembered and continued to resonate with fans for years. Beyond the series, he starred in films such as Varsity Blues, earning an MTV Movie Award, and appeared in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back and The Rules of Attraction. He later returned to television with roles in How I Met Your Mother, CSI Cyber, Pose, and Don't Trust the Bee in Apt to 23, while also lending his voice to dozens of animated episodes of Vampirina. In recent years, he connected with new audiences through appearances on Dancing with the Stars and The Masked Singer. He is remembered for his dedication to storytelling, his versatility on screen, and the lasting impact he made on television and film. Bud Cort, the actor best known for his unforgettable role as Harold in the 1971 cult classic Harold and Maude, has passed away at the age of 77 in Connecticut following a long illness. His performance in the beloved film helped create one of cinema's most enduring and unconventional love stories, earning him a lasting place in movie history. Born Walter Edward Cox in Rye, New York, Cort developed an early passion for the arts and later moved to Los Angeles to pursue acting. He gained attention after being cast by director Robert Altman, first appearing in MASH before taking on a leading role in Brewster McCloud. His chemistry with Ruth Gordon in Harold and Maude turned the film into a timeless favorite that continues to resonate with audiences decades later. Cort went on to appear in numerous films and television projects including Dogma, Heat, Coyote Ugly, The Life Aquatic, and Pollock. He also lent his voice to the character Toyman in several animated DC series and co-wrote, directed, and starred in the 1991 film Ted and Venus. Despite facing major personal challenges after a serious car accident in 1979, he continued contributing to film and television with dedication and creativity. He is remembered for his distinctive presence, artistic spirit, and the unforgettable characters he brought to life on screen. Fred Smith, the influential bassist for the pioneering proto-punk band Television, has passed away at age 77. Known for his subtle yet powerful playing style, Smith helped shape the sound of one of New York's most important underground rock movements, leaving a lasting mark on generations of musicians and fans. Smith began his musical journey playing with Angel and the Snake, a group that later evolved into Blondie. In 1975, he joined television, replacing Richard Hell and contributing to the band's distinctive sound during its most celebrated era. After the group's initial breakup in 1978, he remained active in music, collaborating with bandmates Tom Verlaine and Richard Lloyd, as well as artists including the Ramones, Willie Nile, and the Fleshtones. When television reunited in 1992, Smith returned and continued touring with the band, reconnecting with audiences around the world. Fellow musicians often praised his melodic bass lines and understated style, describing him as an essential presence both on stage and behind the scenes. Beyond music, Smith and his wife Paula Sereno co-founded an artisanal winery in New York, blending creativity with a passion for craftsmanship. He is remembered for his musical influence, quiet dedication, and the timeless sound he helped create. Igor Yakovlevich Zolotvitsky, June 18, 1961 to January 14, 2026, was a respected Soviet and Russian actor, theater educator, television director, and presenter whose influence shaped generations of performers. From 2013 until his passing, he served as director of the Moscow Art Theater School, one of Russia's most prestigious artistic institutions. Over his career, he received multiple national honors, including the title of Honored Artist of the Russian Federation and the Figaro Prize, recognizing his lasting impact on Russian culture. Born in Tashkent, Zolotvitsky graduated from the Moscow Art Theater School in 1983 under renowned mentor Viktor Monyukov. Just a few years later, he returned as a professor, beginning a decades-long commitment to teaching and mentorship. Alongside his work in theater, he became a familiar face on Russian television, directing popular programs and hosting educational broadcasts that brought culture and learning to a wider audience. In addition to leading the Moscow Art Theater School, he also served as deputy artistic director of the Moscow Chekhov Art Theater, helping guide its creative vision during a pivotal period. Known for his dedication, discipline, and passion for the craft, Zolotvitsky was widely admired by students, colleagues, and audiences alike. He was married to actress and director Vera Karybina, and together they raised two sons who followed in their parents' footsteps, graduating from the Russian Institute of Theater Arts. Igor Zolotvitsky passed away in Moscow at the age of 64, leaving behind a powerful artistic legacy that continues to resonate on stage, on screen, and in classrooms across Russia. Scott Raymond Adams was an American cartoonist and author best known as the creator of the iconic Dilbert comic strip. With sharp humor and clever observation, he transformed everyday office life into relatable satire, capturing the frustrations, absurdities, and unspoken truths of corporate culture that resonated with millions of readers worldwide. Before Dilbert became a global phenomenon, Adams worked in several corporate jobs, quietly observing the routines and personalities that would later inspire his characters. When Dilbert launched in 1989, it struck a nerve. By the mid-1990s, the comic had spread across newspapers in the United States and beyond, allowing Adams to become a full-time cartoonist and turning his creation into one of the most recognizable workplace comics in history. As Dilbert grew, so did Adams's influence. He expanded the universe through best-selling books and collections, blending humor with insights into management, psychology, and human behavior. His writing spoke directly to office workers who felt seen for the first time, making the strip feel less like a joke and more like a mirror of modern work life. Born in Windham, New York, Adams showed artistic talent at an early age, drawing comics as a child and standing out academically as well. He later studied economics and earned an MBA, experiences that deeply shaped the business-savvy edge of his storytelling. Scott Adams remained creatively active for decades, and his legacy endures through Dilbert, a comic that permanently changed how the world laughs at work. Esther Thomas, known on social media as Sunshine, died on January 9th. Her family announced on Instagram, "We, the family of Esther Thomas aka Sunshine, with pain in our heart, regret to announce the sudden demise of our beloved sister and daughter," they wrote in a January 10th post. The statement noted that Thomas, who had a fibroid, suddenly passed away after undergoing surgery. "We are trying to put things in place so we could put her to rest," the statement concluded. Thomas maintained a following of nearly 500,000 across Instagram and Facebook. Known for comedic skit-style videos, she regularly collaborated with other Nigerian internet personalities, including Efimo Efeani Prosper, known online as Real Big Skills, Lucy Antem, and Jadera Madu. In a video uploaded after the news broke, Madu explained that Thomas started experiencing stomach pain on December 28th, which worsened on January 1st, prompting her to be rushed to the hospital. After scans, Madu continued, doctors determined that Thomas's fibroid had grown so large that they recommended she undergo an operation to remove it and relieve her pain. Even though Madu says doctors told him her operation was successful, he believes she experienced complications and later died. He also appeared in shows including Punky Brewster, The Corner, and Just Our Luck. According to TMZ, the actor was found at his home in Duarte, California on Friday. Officers discovered his body around 5:40 p.m. after being called to the property. A cause of death has not yet been released. He is survived by his wife, Janet Carter. Carter's last appearance on screen was in 2023, when he played Cliff in 5 episodes of the sitcom Dave and featured in 3 episodes of The Company You Keep. Fans have been sharing their reactions. "Rest in peace, T-Bone," one said, referencing his character on The Steve Harvey Show. "Oh my gosh, I'm so shocked. Rest in peace, TK. I can't believe you're gone, bro. My condolences to all the family," another wrote on Carter's last Instagram post. The actor had shared a video of himself finding the way back on Netflix, which he appeared in alongside Ben Affleck. "Look what I found on Netflix. Good movie, The Way Back. TK veteran Carter by Ben Affleck," he wrote. The post is now filled with tributes. Roger Ewing, best known for his portrayal of Deputy Marshal Thad Greenwood on Gunsmoke, has passed away at 83. His family announced that Ewing died on December 18, 2025. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Ewing first appeared on Gunsmoke in February 1965 at age 23, playing a character named Ben Lukens. Later that year, he began portraying the young Deputy Thad, appearing in 50 episodes until September 1967. Ewing got his start in acting as a high school senior when he appeared in a variety show satire of Gunsmoke. After working as a lifeguard, he switched to acting, making his debut in 1964 in the film Ensign Pulver. That same year, he landed guest appearances on Bewitched, The Baileys of Balboa, and The Bing Crosby Show. After his time on Gunsmoke, Ewing appeared in The Mothers-in-Law in 1967. But here's what many don't know. Ewing left acting to pursue photography, which took him to Mexico, Russia, Europe, and the South Pacific. He was also active in local politics and ran for city council in his hometown of Morro Bay in 2003. L.A. Simone, an American chef and culinary producer, was the first black woman to appear as a regular host on America's Test Kitchen and founded the mentoring organization She Chef. Her first position in the culinary field was at a kosher bakery in Oak Park, Michigan. Before pursuing a full-time culinary career, Simone worked as a social worker in Detroit while also taking on part-time work as a prep cook. She later studied at the Culinary Institute of New York and earned a master's degree in entertainment business. Beginning in 2016, Simone became the first African-American woman to serve as a regular host on the PBS television series America's Test Kitchen, where she worked as a test cook and food stylist and also contributed instructional videos for the show's online cooking school. In 2018, she was featured in a segment on NBC's The Hub Today. The following year, she hosted 28 Days of Edna, a month-long America's Test Kitchen series dedicated to the legacy of Edna Lewis. She was born in 1976 and died on January 5th at the age of 49 due to ovarian cancer. Tom Cherones was an American television director and producer widely recognized for his work on Seinfeld, where he directed 81 of the 86 episodes produced during the show's first 5 seasons. His contributions to the series were honored with a Directors Guild of America Award for directing and a Primetime Emmy Award for his role as a producer. Cherones began his career in educational television while studying at the University of Alabama. He later produced and directed programs for WQED in Pittsburgh before relocating to Hollywood in 1975. His first industry role was as a production manager on the daytime television series General Hospital. His career as a television director began in the 1980s with work on My Sister Sam. He achieved widespread recognition in the 1990s for directing and producing Seinfeld and subsequently directed episodes of News Radio. He was born in 1939 and died on January 5th at the age of 86 due to Alzheimer's disease. John Cunningham, an American actor, had a career spanning nearly 7 decades in Broadway, film, and television, earning recognition for his versatility and memorable character performances. Following his graduation from Dartmouth, he served in the U.S. Army and performed for troops in Europe. His professional debut came in 1960 on a tour of My Fair Lady. His Broadway credits include Cabaret, 1776 Company, Zorba, The Sisters Rosenzweig, and 6 Degrees of Separation. He last appeared on stage in the off-Broadway production Painting Churches in 2012. He was born in 1932 and died on January 6th at the age of 93 due to a heart attack. Actor Richard Dimitri has died at the age of 83, leaving behind a career that quietly touched film, television, theater, and comedy for more than 4 decades. He passed away on December 18, 2025, with his wife Christiane by his side, according to his obituary. Born and raised in New York by a single mother, Dimitri worked his way into the entertainment world through persistence and talent. He graduated from the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in 1962 and quickly made his mark off-Broadway before earning roles on Broadway in productions such as Zorba, The Guide, and Lisa Strata. His path later led him to television, where he gained recognition, playing twins Bertram and Ronaldo on Mel Brooks' When Things Were Rotten, a role that brought him to Los Angeles in the mid-1970s. Dimitri went on to appear in notable films including Johnny Dangerously, Let It Ride, and The World's Greatest Lover, while also making guest appearances on popular shows like Hawaii Five-0, Starsky and Hutch, The Tracy Ullman Show, and Hearts of Fire. Known for his sharp timing and distinctive presence, he also performed stand-up at Los Angeles's famed Comedy Store. Despite being offered an opportunity to audition for the Vienna State Opera, he chose to remain focused on acting. In the 1990s, Dimitri expanded into television writing and co-created the Fox sitcom Daddy Dearest. Health challenges led him to retire from entertainment in 1998, after which he found new success as an art and antiques dealer, later opening a gallery with his wife in West Hollywood. He is survived by his wife of 26 years, Christiane. His legacy lives on through his work, his creativity, and the many lives he influenced both on and off the screen. Boston chef, food stylist, and television host L. Simone Scott has died at the age of 49, leaving behind a legacy that reshaped food media and inspired a generation of home cooks and creators. Her passing was confirmed by America's Test Kitchen, where she became one of the most recognizable and influential faces in the brand's history. Scott made history in 2016 as the first Black woman to become a regular on-air presence at America's Test Kitchen. But her impact went far beyond the Test Kitchen. With confidence, warmth, and authority, she helped redefine what representation looked like in culinary television, opening doors that had long remained closed. Friends and colleagues remember her as someone who built community, created opportunities, and brought joy into every space she entered. A best-selling author, Scott wrote boards, stylish spreads for casual gatherings and food gifts, and created and hosted the Walk-In podcast. She also founded Chef, a culinary network designed to uplift underrepresented voices in the industry, and was a passionate advocate for food access and nutrition equity. Scott often spoke about resilience, reinvention, and purpose. After losing her job and home during the 2008 recession, she chose to pursue cooking, the one thing that brought her peace. That decision led her to a career that changed lives, including her own. Diagnosed with ovarian cancer shortly after joining America's Test Kitchen, she continued to work, teach, and inspire, always focused on impact and legacy. L. Simone Scott's influence lives on in the kitchens, screens, and dreams of millions who saw themselves reflected in her work. Jim McBride, the legendary Nashville songwriter best known for co-writing Alan Jackson's iconic hit, Chattahoochee, has died at the age of 78. His passing was reported on January 6th, sending shockwaves through the country music community. 2 days later, Alan Jackson paid tribute to the man he credited as a defining force in his career, sharing photos from their early years together. Jackson called McBride a great and genuine songwriter, adding that his own journey might have turned out very differently without McBride's guidance, inspiration, and belief during those crucial early days. Born and raised in Huntsville, Alabama, McBride didn't pick up a guitar until age 21, but once he did, his rise was unstoppable. His songs quickly found national attention, with early work appearing on Hee Haw and his first chart success arriving in 1979. From there, McBride became a hitmaker, writing multiple #1 songs including Bet Your Heart on Me and Rosanna's Paradise. His partnership with Alan Jackson produced some of modern country music's most enduring songs, including Chasin' That Neon Rainbow, Someday, That's All I Need to Know, and the genre-defining Chattahoochee, which earned both Song of the Year and Single of the Year honors. Over his career, McBride wrote for country legends spanning generations, earning him induction into both the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame and the Alabama Music Hall of Fame in 2017. His influence lives on through songs that continue to define country music and through the artists whose careers he helped shape. Veteran actor Isaiah Whitlock Jr., known for his unforgettable role as corrupt politician Clay Davis on HBO's The Wire, passed away on December 30th at age 71. His signature delivery of the catchphrase, "She It," became iconic across all 5 seasons of the acclaimed crime drama. Whitlock built a remarkable career playing complex political figures on television. He brought brilliance to the role of Secretary of Defense Genioba George Maddox on HBO's Veep, portrayed the morally compromised politician Charlie Figueroa, with ties to organized crime on Showtime's Your Honor, and most recently appeared as Chief of Police in Netflix's The Residence. Whitlock forged a lasting creative partnership with Oscar-winning director Spike Lee, appearing in 6 of Lee's films over nearly 2 decades: 25th Hour, She Hate Me, Red Hook Summer, Chirac, Black Klansman, and Da 5 Bloods. This collaboration showcased his versatility and cemented his place as one of Lee's most trusted actors. Throughout his extensive career, Whitlock earned respect as a character actor who brought depth, authenticity, and memorable moments to every role he inhabited. His contributions to television and film left an indelible mark on audiences worldwide. Richard Smallwood, the Grammy-nominated gospel legend, whose music was covered by Destiny's Child and Whitney Houston, passed away on December 30th from complications of kidney failure at age 77. Born in Atlanta on November 30th, 1948, Smallwood displayed extraordinary talent early, playing piano by ear at age 5 and forming his own gospel group by age 11. As an 8th grader, he studied under future music legend Roberta Flack at Brown Junior High. He graduated cum laude from Howard University with a dual BA in classical vocal performance and piano in 1971, later earning a master's in ethnomusicology. Smallwood founded the Richard Smallwood Singers, releasing their debut album in 1982. Their 1984 album Psalms earned their first Grammy nomination, followed by 5 more records. In 1995, he formed the group Vision, releasing albums into the 2000s and earning 8 total Grammy nominations, including his final nod for Trust Me from his 2022 album Promises. Throughout his career, Smallwood won numerous Dove and Stellar awards and performed for 3 U.S. presidents, Nixon, Reagan, and Clinton, and became one of the rare gospel artists to tour the Soviet Union. In 2006, he was inducted into the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. In 2019, Smallwood published his autobiography, Total Praise, opening up about his struggles with grief and depression, showing vulnerability alongside his musical brilliance. Michael Schumacher, the celebrated author known for telling the stories behind legendary artists and unforgettable moments, has passed away at the age of 75. Writing under the name M. Schumacher, he became widely respected for biographies of cultural icons like Francis Ford Coppola, Eric Clapton, Allen Ginsberg, and George McCann. His daughter, Emily Joy Schumacher, confirmed that he died on December 29th, remembering him as someone who loved conversation, people, and stories above all else. Born in Kansas and raised near Lake Michigan in Kenosha, Wisconsin, Schumacher was drawn to history from an early age. Although he studied political science, writing quickly became his life's work. He famously wrote everything by hand first, filling notebooks, before transferring his words to a typewriter, a routine that defined his creative process. His career followed 2 powerful paths. One focused on deep, detailed biographies that explored the lives behind fame, and the other captured dramatic true stories from the Great Lakes, including shipwrecks, survival, and maritime history that kept readers turning pages. Those closest to him remember Schumacher as a storyteller in constant motion, coffee in hand, notebook nearby, always listening. Through his books, his voice and passion for history continue to live on, reaching new readers and reminding audiences why great stories never fade.